Hello and welcome along to our next CrowdProperty.com funding opportunity. Today we're going to Halifax and it's the Vale Mews, Saddleworth Road in Greetland, HX4 8AG. Now, CrowdProperty is a peer-to-peer lending platform designed to facilitate loans between private individuals and professional property businesses. CrowdProperty is authorised and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority under permission number 723959. CrowdProperty is not covered by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. There are risks with any loans you make, and just like all peer-to-peer lending, your capital is at risk. CrowdProperty endeavours to protect all lenders. This is done by registering the legal first charge against the property project. This means that in the very unlikely event a borrower defaults on the loan, CrowdProperty will be able to take ownership of the project and manage it for the lenders. Now, the borrowers on this project are ABM Developments Yorkshire Limited, their company number 06421422, and the directors of this company are Andrew Butterworth and Ben Manning. I'm delighted that Ben can join us on this webinar. Welcome along, Ben. Tell us a little bit more about you and Andrew.
I've been working in construction now since 2007, doing developments all across West Yorkshire, doing bespoke housing for people on a number of refurbishments across the West Yorkshire region. My business partner, Andrew, is a joiner by trade, run his own joinery company for a number of years, and he acts as project manager on all our developments.
So let's then look a little bit more at this project. This is phase one of an estimated two-phase raise. CrowdProperty has agreed to the total loan facility of £520,000. The first raise is for £200,000, and this is to construct 4 dwellings. The loan is going to run for a maximum of 15 months. And the interest on this first raise is going to be retained, and lenders will receive interest paid monthly at the equivalent rate of 7.8% per annum. Interest on future raises will be rolled up and paid on exit. So let's start off then, please, Ben. Tell us a little bit more about the local village of Greetland.
Yeah, Greetland is based between Halifax and Huddersfield, and specifically the site is located in an area called West Vale. West Vale has become extremely popular in the last few years, driven particularly by a mill being dropped, which has opened up a load of commercial space, which has been occupied by bars and restaurants. So it's a popular spot, and certainly an area where we should achieve a decent GDV.
Now, planning permission has been granted by Calderdale Metropolitan Borough Council. Their planning reference is 20/00741/FUL, where permission has been granted for the construction of 4 semi-detached units. Maximum loan term is 15 months. The project is going to be first charge secured, and the exit strategy is that once the development is completed, the borrowers will sell the units in the open market to repay the loan facility. Here are the location plans. You can see on the left-hand side the CrowdProperty flag. That's pointed to Greetland, which is just outside of Halifax. On the right-hand side, you can see the local area of West Vale, which is part of Greetland. And the location located on Saddleworth Road, that's got access onto Lambert Street in Greetland. The area of the site measures about 0.047 hectares or 0.1163 acres. Various local schools nearby. And interestingly, the village of Greetland could have been the site of a Roman settlement named Cambodenum. It's a Roman altar nearby that dated back to 2008 AD. That was found in 1597 at Bank Top in Greetland. Here is the proposed development. So just talk us through them, Ben. What is it that you're looking to build?
Very simply, these are 2 pairs of semi-detached dwellings, parking on the lower floors and habitable space on the upper 2 floors.
The total GDV is £860,000 with vacant possession. How did you come across this site?
It was on the open market. We negotiated for a period of time and managed to get a purchase price that was preferable to us.
So here is the location plan then. So we see on that Saddleworth Road where it is, a car park to the rear. On the one side has got a garage. The other side there's a Kingdom Hall. But you can see edged in red is the site that we're talking about here. Here's the proposed site plan. And so, Ben, you're looking then to build 2 pairs of semis.
Yes, that's right. The access will be off Lambert Street on the car park side. And as you can see, staircases up the side to raise the garden areas to the rear.
Let's then look at these proposed floor plans. First of all, we're starting off with the lower ground floor.
Yeah, so lower ground floor, 2 parking spaces, one of which is behind the garage door. You've then got access into the dwelling a small utility store area which will house the boiler, and then some stairs up to the first floor.
And moving up to the first floor and what we're calling here the ground floor, and then of course the first floor is you're calling the second floor, but we all understand what you mean by that. Talk us through the layout.
Yes, you'd come up the stairs onto, as it says, on the ground floor. You've got a separate kitchen and separate living room. We've also got a cloakroom area and a small storage space. The kitchen will be a high gloss specification, downlighters as per other developments, and also the interior fittings will be oak doors throughout.
And then when we move up to the first floor, these are the bedrooms.
Yes, that's right. We've got a very generous large bedroom which has an ensuite, a second bedroom, family bathroom, and a third bedroom as well.
And looking at the first floor plans, you've got then some skylights going down to the lower floor.
Yes, that's correct. That allows light into the kitchen space on the middle floor.
And then let's move on to the elevation. So these are looking for the Saddleworth roadside and then the Lambert Road area. Talk us through what you're going to be building this building with.
So this will be built with a stone called Cromwell stone, which is a Marshall's product. We've used this on a number of other developments locally. You'll notice that we've got heads and sills, which will be natural stone, and also a stone band and coin detailing. With concrete tiles, again in keeping with the local area. And you'll notice that the properties benefit with balconies on the Lambert Street side to give people some additional outside space.
And you're building these to sell. Who do you think is going to be a typical buyer of these properties?
I think the obvious market is younger families. We've got a close proximity to local primary schools, walking distance to one in particular. But I think West Vale is an extremely popular area. There's very little new build in the area, so I'm hoping there'll be a high demand, and I think the marketplace is open to anybody basically, given with 3 bedrooms.
I've got a couple of case studies of previous work that you've done, Ben. This is one in Clayton West. Talk us through what you did here.
Yeah, this was the purchase of a church, 5,000 square feet. We completely gutted it and then put a new floor in where the balcony was originally on the top floor. That's created space to put 6 apartments in. We've fully fitted out the interior using a metal frame system, and then electrical plumbing, plastering, insulation to create 6 high-spec units. The specification you see in these flats and the images will be the same specification we use on the development across at West Vale.
And the next case study I've got is one actually the local village of Greetland. What did you do here?
This is very similar to the other scheme. This is literally 500 yards from the site we're discussing today. This again was a church that we converted, put the new top floor in. This time it was 11 apartments, all of which sold straight away, I think due to the popularity of West Vale. Yeah, 11 units, combinations of 1 and 2 beds, and they were sold in 2017.
Well, thanks for explaining everything to us, Ben. So let's do an overview then of the project financials and this proposed loan. This is phase 1 and it will be for £200,000. That's part of the total facility of £520,000. RICS have verified the current market value at £215,000 and they verified the gross development value at £860,000. Estimated conversion cost is £464,000, with the initial drawdown being £90,000. The remaining loan is drawn in stages upon completion of the independent monitoring surveyor's reports. Therefore, the initial loan to value is 41.9%. The loan to gross development value excluding the rolled up interest is 60.5%, and the amount owed at the exit including the rolled up interest is 64.5%. The profit on cost is 20.6%. The maximum loan term is for 15 months. Loan is targeted to start on completion of the legals. And remember, the exit strategy is that once the borrower has completed the development, they're going to sell the units in the open market and repaying the loan facility. This first phase raise is going to be paying interest monthly at the equivalent rate of 7.8% per annum. And the properties will be first charge secured at land registry. So your next steps then are to make sure that you understand this loan, carry out your own due diligence, and then decide how much you would like to lend. CrowdProperty.com is the place to be to pledge on launch. The necessary anti-money laundering checks will be carried out, and then you'll be invited to send your funds to your own online e-wallet, and you'll start earning interest on completion of the loan agreement. So this is phase one, where we're looking to raise £200,000 to build 2 pairs of semi-detached properties at Vale Mews, Saddleworth Road in Greetland, Halifax, HX4 8AG. Thank you for watching this CrowdProperty.com webinar. We look forward to you join us again soon for more funding opportunities back here at CrowdProperty.com.